Hello, what's up, guys? Welcome to Mixing with 82K. In this specific video, I'll be teaching you some Amapiano basics. So, I just want to teach you how to construct a basic Amapiano beat with chord progression, or also for Amapiano. So, but then before we get started, I just want to talk about the arrangement first, because you have to understand the arrangement, and then you'll be able to construct something cool. So the Amapiano arrangement, it is simple. If you listen to Amapiano music, it's all about building up, building up, building up. So example, like the beat will start just by drums, and then therefore some sounds will come, and then it plays, and then it builds, and then some melodies, some other sounds will come, and then from there it's gonna play again, and then it's gonna get to this part where it's gonna start building, going to that section where the log drum is gonna come. So all that arrangement, it's all about adding sounds, like it's all about building, building, building till it gets to that log drum. And then once it gets to the log drum part, the log drum part is gonna be somewhere here after all this, build. And then the log drum will play. After the log drums will play, it will then come to a bridge. Like so a bridge is just a part whereby maybe you can just leave a chord progression and a shaker, and something like a shaker, and then from that section whereby you just leave your chords just like this. Let's say you leave this and this, so you do it this side, and then from there it will come again to either this section or to this build up and place the log drum again, and then from there we'll start to minus some instruments just to resolve the tension, and then that's the end of it. But yeah, even if you didn't get what I'm trying to explain, I'm still gonna do a lot of videos. On this specific video, I just want to do an introduction to it, just like some basics, some important things that you need to know before starting to construct any Amapiano beat with some chords. So let me show you how I constructed this one. So I started with the drums, which is this. By the way, I forgot to tell you, if you are interested on this project, like if you want this project, you can grab my number in the description below, send me a WhatsApp text, we'll talk from there. I'll send you a download link for it. Cool. So drums, if you are new to this channel, there are some videos that I did for how to create Amapiano drums in Abletonlive. I call them Amapiano Basics. Even this one, so it's just Amapiano Basics is just a series of some videos where I just focus on the important basics of making Amapiano music. So after having your drums and shakers, cool, like I said, you need something like a pad or a riser effect to introduce this pad. Just for example, let's say I move this to here, and then I do something like this. So it's gonna build, it's gonna play that riser just to introduce this pad. And then from there I added the pad just plays 4 bars, and then from after 4 bars I'm introducing the chord progression. So before I put the chord progression, I'll add another effect or a riser or something that will make it change, because we can't just change it, we have to put something before. That's all. Let's go. So speaking of the chord, this is just a simple chord progression that I came up with. And I used this plugin. In fact, let me explain something, like what kind of presets do you need. uh let's say maybe for your chord progressions you need something like pads as well, some electric piano, yeah, or you can mix some pads and some electric piano rods, some organs. Anything can work as long as it is something that um can uh can sustain, like something like strings, but not bright. You just need some dark kind of pianos, something like that. And then speaking of the bounds, you can actually see that I'm placing full chord each and every after bar, and then I just have something here just to create that turn around and come back to the first chord. So I used this just a high octave, and then I duplicated the same instrument, and then I took all the chords, I took them lower octave, and then from there it's like this, so mix together. And this pad, this string, it has to follow the root key of your the key of your, the scale, the key of your entire song. Let's say you are working on C minor, so this, it has to be C minor. In case, let's say, because in this case I used an audio, so you might just have something like this. Let me try a string. Let me just say string. Let me see. Okay, all results. Okay. I'm just looking for a string. Give me. Okay, something like this. So let me create a mid track. Like I said, if you want this project, you can just grab my WhatsApp number in the description below, or communicate on WhatsApp. All right, cool. So like I said, in this beat, I'm on G sharp. I'm on G sharp minor or A flat minor. So on your string, you just gonna create something like this. You're just gonna create something like this. You go to that. Oh, whoops. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. You can even make this. You can even make it dab, just like this, and then turn down the volume. Let me just do it something like this. I hope you guys are learning. Like I said, I'm still gonna this is just an introduction video. I just wanna go straight to the point. I don't wanna start creating something from scratch. And this is a part 1 video. So on the part 2, I'll keep teaching and showing you in detail how to do all this from scratch, coming up with a good soulful chord progression for your drums, constructing your beat by beat, stage by stage. I'm gonna show you all that. So yeah, so let me just have some little reverb. Like I said, it doesn't have to be that brighter, so I'm gonna use an EQ just to take out some higher frequencies. So okay, maybe something like this. Okay, cool. I'm gonna loop this and stretch it all the way. So this is gonna be your first instrument. From your drums, you have that rise, and then you have this string. Or you can try a pad. Normally pads, they work nice, or you can mix, because if you actually listen to this one, it's more of like a pad, but then I can mix it with this as well, with the string, and maybe turn down the string a little bit. Or maybe make this start the string some, I don't know, maybe somewhere this side, or it's up to you. But yeah, I'm just giving you a clue on how you're gonna create this. If you really want something that works like this pad, if you don't know where to get it in Abletonlive, you can try to come up with you can use this wave tab. Where is wave tab? Instruments. Okay, cool. So you can use wave tabs. Let me try wave tabs. Okay, it's loading. Okay, cool. Here we go. So on wave tabs, you see it's just a simple sine wave. You can even try adding this sub a little bit and take it down, just like this. You can go to the oscillator number 2, activate it. You can come to unison and click noise. Let me also just come here. Let me try a bit of filter. Okay, cool. Let me try to also add one here. Let me just turn down this one. Okay, cool. Let me try to remove this attack so that it can just play as like a pad. Something like this. Let me add this. Yeah. Let me try to switch off this. So yeah, it is not the exact thing, but you can do it that way, and then maybe you can try to get something like a warm pad to put underneath. So I'm gonna duplicate the same pattern and choose for something like a warm pad. Even this, let's try this, and we'll filter some higher frequencies. Okay, cool. And there's a bit of some strings in this one. Let me add this. So let me make this, so you can actually see that it is working. So you can put this in a group like this, and you can try to add an EQ for that. So, but I feel like I'm being too much now, because I just want to show you some basics. But this is what you need. You need a sound like this, and then therefore we go to the riser. From your riser, you introduce your chord progression. So let me just play this, just using now I'm now using what I just did now. yeah, let me move on. After the riser, let me just change colors here because it's a little bit confusing. So this blue is like the pad, and then the riser, I'm gonna give it maybe a red color or something like that, so that we can see clear. So from your drums, and then we go to the riser, we add a riser, and then we introduce our pad, we add another effect, and then we introduce our chord progression. So on our chord progression, I just have the same instrument, which is Poly 6. So this is the preset VCF oscillation, and then I duplicated the same track, and then so some keys here are high octave, and then here are low octave, just to give that strong signal, that fuller in frequencies. I mean, yeah, cool. Then from there, I played it. This is 8 bar plus this is 12 bar. So I added another riser on the on the bar number 12, and I started adding some melody. The melodies that we, like I said, this music is all about building up. So I'm now putting a riser to introduce the other melodies. So the melodies that are will go, they just have to be simple. In Amapiano, we just have something like t t or t t t or t t, like something that is just one note. You can just try to be creative, and even you have like t t t t t t. Like there's so many patterns that you can just do just by. You can try to be creative just by doing that one melody. So mine, it is this one. I used a grand piano, and then that was just some higher octave. So with the beat, it sounds like this now. So we are here. And then moving on, I just took all those chords, and then I looked for an E piano. You see, just to emphasize it, and something like a synth. You can hear it's like a synth pad. So from there I put a riser, and now here is the after this is after how many bars again? 12 bars. I just did some 12 bars, and then after these 12 bars, I'm now creating the build up section. So the build up section is maybe the part whereby you're gonna introduce your log drum. So the sounds that you're gonna put there, you might try a bass and either maybe few melodies that you're gonna use on the log drum, because when it gets to log drum, it has to sound a little bit with some previous melodies. Like in this case, I introduced this melody. This is a bass, this one, with this piano. And then I also went to my pad, which is this one, and I duplicated it and put higher octave, which is this now. So you can, yeah, just like that. And I added a bass, which is this. So this bass is gonna start highlighting you that there is a heavy part coming, like it's a build now. It's climbing to that log drum section, and then just towards that end of this 12 bars again, I added something like an effect here. But then this is the part where the log drum is gonna come. But at the moment on this specific video, I'm not going to show you how to do the log drum, but in future I will show you, because the log drum, it's quite tricky. It's quite tricky if you actually a beginner. But I just wanna go step by step, you know, showing you these things, basics and to the advanced level. Okay, cool. So this section, you hear my bass, you hear the bass. Go. So you see on this log drum, like I'm saying, the sounds, the melodies that you're using this side, like you can let them go in and then maybe cut your chord progression and then start playing around with your log drums. And then after your 8 bars of log drums or 12 bars, you then resolve the tension just by leaving by creating something like this. So let me just paste something here. Let's say this is the part of the log drum. Let me just duplicate all this. Cool. So we go then you do something like this. So this, we call it like it's more of like a bridge. And then it's gonna play, and then after playing, you choose where you wanna loop. So from this part, you can even put it from here. You can copy, let's say, all this coming from here, and you paste it here. Simple like that. So now everything of this, it's now a repeat of this, just right after your bridge, and then you have your few melodies, and then that build up, and then after the build up, we go to the log drum section, and then after that log drum section, you start subtracting some instruments. Let's say maybe okay, let me do it just to give you an idea. Let's say I copy this. I'm gonna show you how it is gonna look like. So if I copy all these just like this, and then you start to remove instrument, let's say maybe this one plays few bars, and then you completely cut it, and then this one goes, you completely cut it, and then maybe here you cut, and then you cut, and then like you cut. So it's like you are now reducing some instruments so that it can goes, and then you can leave your drums playing maybe for few bars, and then that's the basic arrangement of Amapiano. Like I said, if you are interested on this project, you can just grab my number and talk to me on WhatsApp. I'll then make a plan to send you the download link. But yeah, that's all guys for the basic. See me on the next video, the part 2 video, where I'll try to go in detail, maybe creating the drums from scratch, and creating that ambient pad, designing it again from scratch, laying down the chord progression, some effects, like everything, like those build-ups that I was talking about. So peace guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe so that I'll feel inspired to put more content for you. You can also check my previous video I uploaded for Amapiano drum loops if you're still having some issues on creating Amapiano drums. Wish you the best.